Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Prime Video Anime Club here on the Prime Video YouTube channel. I'm your host Cheyenne and I am your Prime Video anime plug, okay? Basically, I'm just here to spread the good word that they got some really dope anime titles on Prime Video, okay? And since y'all like to sleep, somebody's gotta do it. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear hoodies. Yes, I have been binging more anime, and no, I am not ashamed. But I am excited to talk about my recommendations for today's episode. But before I get to the good stuff, make sure you guys like this video and subscribe. Like, what are you doing? You clearly love anime, so subscribe for more anime content. Or subscribe because you like me. One thing you need to know about me is that I love me some fantasy anime, okay? It's one of my favorite genres right next to shonen. And I have to say, Prime Video actually has a lot of hidden fantasy gems that I just feel like in my spirit that I needed to talk about today. So since I don't hear anybody else gassing these shows up, I'm gonna be the one to gas the shows up. Without further ado, here are 3 fantasy anime that you should be watching right now. First show on my list is a little show called Recreators. I definitely have touched on the show very briefly in past Anime Club episodes, and a few of you actually said you ended up watching the show because of me and enjoying it. Yes. Yes. I love when I do my job and I do it well. Recreators is not your average isekai. Yeah, okay. All right, yes, I said isekai. I know. But before you start throwing up and punching the air and cursing at me and being like,
Cheyenne, you really brought us back for another episode of Anime Club just to talk to us about isekai anime? Oh, we trusted you.
Before you touch that keyboard, hear me out. Recreators is not your average isekai. If anything, this is more of a reversed isekai. Now imagine a world where fictional characters from your favorite video games, anime, and manga all come to life and team up to save your world. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's basically in a nutshell what Recreators is. Recreators asks the question, what if characters from your favorite stories were self-aware and had a will of their own? This anime is so underrated and so freaking good. I was hooked from the very first episode, y'all. It centers around an insecure high school student named Sota who dreams of being a professional mangaka. He somehow gets transported into the world of one of his favorite anime. Then upon his return back to the real world, Celestia Eupateria, who is the main character in his favorite anime, ends up in his bedroom along with him. Afterwards, other fictional characters are transported into the real world one by one, and everyone is kind of in a state of confusion about how they ended up in a different world, except for one mysterious character dressed in military uniform who seems to be a little bit too knowledgeable about what's going on. We gotta watch her. I'm watching you. And if that sounds good, then trust me, it only gets better from there. This anime has superior storytelling, which shouldn't be a shock because it comes from the creator of Black Lagoon. All right, I should just stop the video here. Why even go on? Black Lagoon? Watch Recreators, y'all. The anime has a heavy roster of characters, but still spends time fleshing out the backstories that matter. So it makes it easy to get attached to nearly everybody in the show. The art is beautiful, but what really drew me in at first were the character designs. Oh my, everybody looks flawless in the show for no reason. Like, the outfits, the art is beautiful, the character designs are stunning, and the action along with the animation will keep your eyes glued to every episode. Please watch this show, you guys. You will not regret it, I promise you. In fact, once you start Recreators, I want you to run back to the comments section of this video and let me know your thoughts. And also, if you could bring one fictional character to life, who would it be and why? Let me know in the comments below. Next anime on my list is Land of the Lustrous. I binged this beauty till 3 a.m. the other day, and honestly, it was worth the loss of sleep, okay? I mean that with my whole chest, because y'all know I love my sleep, but it was worth the eye bags. I'm not even gonna lie. This anime is about a bunch of gorgeous, genderless, humanoid gems whose bodies are made out of precious crystals. And because of that, dangerous beings known as Lunarians hunt them with plans to use their shattered pieces as decoration. I know what you're thinking, Cheyenne, this anime is too cute. Why does that sound dark? Because it actually does get kind of dark. It centers around the character foes, the weakest of the gems, and their desire to make themselves useful. In order to keep them out of trouble, their sensei assigned them the task of creating an encyclopedia. But of course, foes just can't keep themselves out of trouble, and you know, pretty much the story goes on from there. And of course, Foes is just a troublemaker in general, so they ended up getting themselves in trouble, but the character development on this one, whoo! Wait for it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and state the obvious. This show is beautiful, like visually stunning. I was a little bit hesitant at first to tune in because I saw that they used CGI. For some reason, CGI in anime just never turns out well. But this show proves that CGI can actually be done right in anime. And I love it. The action scenes are solid along with the animation, and I really could not stop watching. It's a wholesome story, but also pretty tragic, and really, if I'm being honest, it deserves a season 2, so I'm hoping that we get that in the near future. Foes is a great main character, and if you love an underdog story with great character development, then this is the show for you. If you love gorgeous art, unique storylines, and bomb animation, then look no further. Check out Land of the Lustrous on Prime Video, free with Prime.
正体不明のものにそんなイエロージェルコンこの辺で白くてふわふわのそれだ
The last anime I want to recommend in this episode is an anime called Grimoire of Zero. When a half-beast mercenary teams up with a witch who is in search of a magical book that can destroy the world, a grand adventure ensues. Despite his hatred of witches, he enters an agreement that she will make him human once she reaches her goal. All right, now, stop me if you've heard this one, but listen, a beast fallen and a witch walk into a bar and they...
You suck.
Okay, I mean, if you've heard it already, that's all you have to say. This is a super wholesome fantasy and adventure anime. The storyline is really fun, and I really enjoyed the character development. In fact, the interactions between the main characters, mostly Zero and Mercenary, are really what kept me watching because every time they're on screen together, it's just so funny. They always just end up either getting on each other's nerves or we get like a really, really wholesome scene. It just, there's no in between.
師匠様
何やってんだ
寒い我が輩のモフモフ
恥じらいってもんがね
And also, just like the anime I mentioned previously, this anime does a great job of world building. So if you are a huge JRPG fan just like me, then you are in for a treat with this one. Watch Grimoire of Zero right now on Prime Video, free with Prime. Well, those were my 3 underrated fantasy anime on Prime Video that you should be watching right freaking now. I mean it. Like, they're so good. If I'm staying up till 3 a.m. to watch anime, you know it's gonna be some heat. So like, why not just tune in? When have I ever steered you wrong? I've told you my faves. Now I want to know what some of your favorite fantasy anime are. Let me know in the comments below. And also, if there are any anime that you see on Prime Video that you want us to feature here on Anime Club, let me know. Let me know in the comments below, and your comment as well as anime recommendation might show up in the next episode. Well, I have been your host, CheyenneTheGeek. Make sure you find me on the internet at CheyenneTheGeek, and I will see you all on the next episode of Prime Video Anime Club. Peace out.
Whoa, oh my god! I see the
See you later.
We have to try everything. Drink.
Hello.
Keeping this for later.
I don't care about the show. I just want a good blooper reel.
I want to learn science.
You guys are gonna make me look like I'm in the show, right? You're gonna put in the effects. Replace the green. I don't want to look like an asshole here.
Sorry.